everyone, welcome to my Q&A. I asked these questions quite a while ago on my Instagram page, but yeah, I had phone issues, so I'm hoping it's going to run smoothly right now. So I'm just going to get straight into it and yeah, answer some of you guys' questions. How do you make yourself want to recover for yourself and not others? I don't think it's like a split decision. It's not something that happens overnight. I think you just have to find inspiration wherever you can to recover. That might not be yourself straight away. That might be a family member. That might be a therapist. That might be a sporting team. It could be for anything. Grab onto motivation from everywhere. Don't wait until you're ready to 100% do it for yourself, because you could be waiting forever. And just in time, you will find yourself wanting to nourish yourself. You'll find yourself wanting to eat for you and not for anybody else. So don't wait for that moment. Just draw on any inspiration that you can to begin with, and then it'll be a gradual process. And I still have days where I don't want to do it for myself and I just think of my job, I think of my friends, I think of my mum. Yeah. How did your parents/family react when you turned vegan? My mum's actual response was, well, that's stupid, isn't it? And that was all. And then I just did it on my own, and my friends were kind of like thinking, oh, this is like another diet Tara's going on, or restricting her food intake. But I think over time they realised why I was doing it and support me 100%, and especially my mum, she's amazing. I have moved further forward in my recovery from anorexia, so I'm finding it easier to eat vegan foods. That's one of probably the biggest positive benefits. Also, I've always experienced really bad bloating. I don't get that anywhere near as bad. Sometimes I do, I guess, if I combine foods that aren't good for my stomach, which I haven't really worked out, and I don't follow food combining, but everyone's body does have reactions to different foods and the combinations. My energy levels are better, my digestion is better. I do still struggle with digestive issues, but you know, I've done a lot of damage to my body, so it's going to be a healing process. I'm more compassionate, I'm more aware of the things going on around me. I'm not so focused on myself, and yeah, they're just some of the many positive benefits I've noticed since going vegan. I'm curious how you get your photos so bright and colourful. What camera do you use? What lighting, filters, editing, adjustments, etc.? Just found your account and absolutely love it. Oh, thank you. I just take my photos on my iPhone 6. I'd like to get a good camera, but that'll take some saving up. I just usually try and take photos in the daylight, and I always adjust the brightness and the, oh my god, what's that other one I always do? Exposure? Maybe? Something like that. And I just adjust it to how I want to make it nice and bright. Do you see a psychologist? And if so, what therapy do you do? DBT, CBT, ACT, etc. Would you recommend therapy for everyone? I did see a therapist back when I was living at home, who I still have contact with, and I've never done any type of therapy in particular. We just chat, and that's what works for me. In hospital, I've done some little classes, or whatever you call them, sessions, groups, with CBT and DBT, but for me, I don't find that stuff useful. I just find talking to people and working towards goals and stuff helpful for me. And I do recommend everyone who is struggling to see a therapist, but just someone to keep you going on your goals, and a professional opinion, and you just need as much support as you can when going through any problems in life. I know we're talking about eating disorders here, but any mental health issues, some people just have rough patches in their life where they'll need an extra hand, someone to talk to without judgment and without, in confidentiality. So yeah, I think that's really helpful. Why did you turn to veganism? What documentaries did you watch? So originally I turned to veganism for selfish reasons. Yeah. for my body to stay skinny and still eat and have people, you know, be like, oh, you're recovering, and get off my back, but still not gain weight. Which, mind you, I could, because my motives changed, I have gained weight eating a vegan diet. So that was my initial reasons, and once I made the ethical connection, which was not long after, I just went, which I made through just Instagram and I guess watching YouTube videos. I went vegan overnight. Like I had these, I was pretty much vegan. I was eating Weight Watcher diet jellies. Yuck. Anyways, it was like the main part of my diet, which is so bad, I know. And I was still eating them because I was like, oh, they're low calorie, and I wasn't that committed to veganism. But once I made the ethical connection, I went vegan overnight for the animals, primarily. And then obviously over time I've learned about environmental factors and stuff like that. And I have to say I haven't really watched documentaries. I've watched a couple on, what is it? Netflix. Watched some on there. I can't remember what they're called, but for me, I know I want to watch more documentaries and become more informed, but I didn't actually need any convincing. Like, it was just like, why would you harm animals in that way? That was just what I thought. So, yeah. What do you do for work? So currently I work at a raw vegan cafe in Bondi Junction called Earth to Table, just as a waitress, and yeah, I love it. I love banana ice cream. Just plain banana ice cream would be one of my favourites, I'd have to say. Simple, I like simple food, so yeah, banana ice cream. I haven't really received odd questions, more dumb statements. Really, like my doctor said to me the other week, because my protein was low, she was like, can we do a compromise, like an exchange, like something you eat now, can you exchange it with eggs? And I was like trying to explain that I was vegan, I don't want to eat eggs, and she was like, but yeah, but you know, for protein maybe you should eat eggs. And I was like, yeah, no. So that was a bit odd. Prior to veganism, I was bulimic. How do I stop the urges to induce vomiting when in the shower? Okay, for this one, I think it is avoiding getting yourself into that situation. Because I would not shower after meals, so obviously after dinner I wouldn't shower, and even if I hadn't showered that day, I just wouldn't shower that day. So yeah, I think not showering isn't as bad as throwing up your food. For me, medication was helpful because it calmed my anxiety a little bit. It made me really sleepy, and sometimes I would doze off on the couch. And yeah, not putting yourself in situations where that's possible, surrounding yourself with people after meal times, using the bathroom before meals. But yeah, morning showers before you've eaten or drunk is probably the best thing. What is your opinion on transitioning to veganism whilst in recovery? I think it's amazing. It has helped me like tenfold more than, you know, I've been hospitalized like 13, 14 times, and none of those hospitalizations have done anywhere near as much as what veganism has done for me. So I think because it reduces bloating, you don't feel as guilty because you know everything you're eating is nourishing you, and I think it's the best way. It's amazing. I think you're not restricting yourself. I think it's still important to challenge yourself with fear foods, which you can do as a vegan, because there's vegan cheese, you can eat vegan pizza, there's vegan chocolate, there's vegan chips. The options are endless, so I think it is a great move if you're recovering from any type of an eating disorder. And do you believe someone can fully recover from anorexia on a vegan lifestyle? Of course. Oh my gosh. Yes, because veganism, we were born vegans. We weren't raised vegans, which is what was something I heard over the weekend from the Badass Vegan on Instagram. I saw him speak at Sydney Vegan Festival, and yeah, so we're all born vegans. We're meant to be vegans. We're not meant to eat meat and dairy. So yeah, you can get full nourishment from a vegan diet, and it's the most ethical and sustainable lifestyle. It's best for our digestion. It's best for our health. you know, like meat and dairy in particular is so bad for our systems. So definitely, yeah, you can fully recover from anything on a vegan lifestyle as long as you're eating enough and eating the right foods. Then you can heal yourself on a vegan lifestyle. So that's all the questions today. Thank you guys so much for asking me questions. Leave any comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at fruity_be_free. And this is obviously my YouTube channel. So yeah, you've come to the right place for that. But until next time, bye.